This man is holding 10,000-degree electricity, deep beneath the ocean, where sunlight barely survives. At this depth, even a small mistake doesn't just hurt, it can erase you completely. The only thing keeping him alive is a fragile lifeline between him and the crushing ocean. And the moment he starts working, everything around him becomes unstable. Because underwater welding doesn't happen in water, it happens inside a volatile pocket of gas. That arc burns hotter than lava, instantly vaporizing the ocean around it. But that bubble isn't protection, it's a ticking bomb filled with explosive gas. One uncontrolled spark, one tiny error, and everything changes instantly. In a split second, the calm ocean turns into a violent explosion, releasing tremendous energy in every direction. And underwater, that force travels even faster, leaving almost no time to react or escape. That tiny bubble is the only space where work is even possible, and it can collapse without warning at any moment. And when it collapses, the ocean rushes back instantly, swallowing the workspace in a fraction of a second. Even electricity itself behaves unpredictably down here, moving through an environment unlike anything on land. One wrong contact, one damaged connection, and the current may find you instead. In seconds, control disappears, and survival becomes nothing more than instinct. And this is only the beginning of what the ocean can do. The deeper you go, the heavier the ocean becomes, pressing against every part of your body. At extreme depths, pressure crushes everything, including the human body if it isn't properly protected. To survive this environment, divers don't return to the surface every day, like most workers would. Instead, they live inside pressurized steel chambers, sometimes for weeks at a time. Inside those chambers, the pressure matches the ocean outside, allowing their bodies to adapt. And leaving too quickly would tear the body apart from within, long before reaching safety. When a diver rises too fast, gas inside the blood begins expanding violently, creating a deadly chain reaction. This is known as the bends, and it can end everything in a matter of minutes. Some dangers underwater can't even be seen, and that's what makes them truly terrifying. One of the deadliest hazards divers face is something called delta P. It happens when pressure differences create an invisible force, powerful enough to overwhelm a human instantly. If you get too close, it pulls you in immediately, before you even understand what's happening. The force is stronger than anything you can fight, no matter how experienced you are. And once you're caught, there is no escape. In seconds, routine work becomes a life-threatening emergency. In seconds, routine work becomes a life-threatening emergency. The deeper you go, the colder the ocean becomes, draining heat from the body. Even with specialized protection, the body loses heat surprisingly fast. First your movements slow, then your reactions weaken, and control begins to disappear. And eventually, even thinking clearly becomes difficult. So why would anyone choose this life, knowing the risks waiting below? Because the rewards can be massive. for those willing to risk everything beneath the surface. But every dive is a gamble, against pressure, electricity, freezing temperatures, and forces beyond human control. Because down here, the ocean doesn't forgive. It doesn't care how skilled you are. It only takes 10,000 degrees electricity, crushing ocean pressure, freezing darkness, one mistake, and you never come back.